Alrighty, what's up, Closeteers? I guess I already introduced the episode later after this. Oh, fuck, I'm still getting a couple glitches. But less today. Yeah. Number 17. Here we are again. No hats, no beanie this time. I'm just letting my hair be, wild. I'm just being me, guys. Figured if I ever, did think it'd be funny if I ever just let my hair grow out long enough. I'll just do it up and look like fucking Wayne Static. But it's just too much. I got, my hair's kind of curly. Maybe if I guess if I let it grow out, I'd look like a good deathcore vocalist. But I would need to get like the earplugs too, or the gauges, and I'm not doing that. So what are we doing now? I'm not smoking. I did just pop an edible, but that's gonna be a bit before that takes into effect. Maybe by the end of this. By the end of the show. But I am going to drink up today, and I decided to do something a little bit different. Today I got a cocktail in a can. Today we got the Tiki Rum Mai Tai. I am a rum fan, but I've never had a Mai Tai before, and I am going to go ahead and cutwater spirits. Cutwater spirits. Because my Instagram page... Oh, what? I guess they don't... Maybe they do. Do they have an Instagram? San Diego. They do not. There's a location. Yeah, Cutwater Spirits out of San Diego. They have a distillery. And a lot of tag pictures with a lot of girls with big boobs. But no official Instagram page. That's too much. However, too much. That's not enough, actually. But I, on the other hand, do have an Instagram page, which you should check out. It's Jankity Ass Podcast. And I've also been working on my hobby series, which I still haven't given a name for it yet, but I haven't decided if I'm gonna also give that its own page or filter it in. And I've actually got to start thinking about making a Facebook page too for all this shit, because especially with the hobby stuff, because a lot of people that I know are more Instagrammy. All right, let's see. Well, that's not bad. Anyways, I got some ice too. So. Oh yeah. I like my ties. Fuck, I haven't seen Office Space in a long ass time. I hope that this is just a single serving. Tropical. I'm guessing yes. 12.5% alcohol. What the fuck? You'd think in this day and age there's everything would have a label. Oh, that's nice. Get some ice in there. A little more ASMR action. Did I say ASMR? ASMR. I did have with the whatchamacallit, the Rancheritos chips, which you'll see in a minute. So what do we get into today? I get into pretty much just a little bit of post-apocalypse. So I didn't really pull up a lot for my just things out of my own life, because quite frankly, there really isn't a lot going on in my own life yet. Just this. And and also my hobby, in which I'm starting to pick up now that I got my boys' commission out of the way. I should make sure I show off this thing. Yeah, I got my boy's commission out of the way. And fully recorded and converted. So I just have to... what's the word? You know what? I don't... Give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna... move the camera over a little bit. There we go. You can see a little bit more of me in all my glory. Keep it that way. As soon as it stops. Like you can kind of fuck with this thing and it'll refocus. But anyways, what was I saying? Motherfucker, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm working on... Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. Well, basically, I'm doing them in, episodes as well, obviously. Kind of in the order that I get them in. And in the case of the this commission, since they were all the same looking, I wanted to kind of spread them out a little bit, just to get, some other projects in between. Just so, you don't have viewer fatigue. You know what I mean? Because otherwise you'd have a good 3 weeks of just everything looking the same. Kind of like it does in here. But, I mean, I'm beautiful, so it's fine. And, my models and my painting skills are not too shabby either, as you can see. These guys are not... They're already finished, so they're not going to be part of the video. When I get... What's up, Classeteers? We are on episode number 17. My podcast is almost ready to graduate from high school, so to speak. And we will be next week. Oh shit. I don't know about you guys, but today's just been one of those days. I've had a weekends, really. It's been one of those weekends for me. For me, it's Monday night right now, I think. Does anybody even really know what day it is anymore? Yeah, Monday. I think I talked about... this before, but I've been lucky. I only had one day where I didn't know what day it was. That was pretty early during quarantine. Or lockdown. Whatever it's called anymore. There's got to be like a good word for it that doesn't just suck. You know what I mean? Like I'm not one of these people that just runs around saying these trying times every like 5 fucking times a day, because that's stupid. That's like that's in the same that's like the left version of people who say no Obama or Obama for the last 16 years or so. It's stupid. It's not creative. And I like to think of myself as a creative, as an artist. I was literally a paid artist for at least a good 4 to 7 years, on and off. And now I'm hopefully a word artist, or at least a thought artist, which is the gayest thing I've probably ever said in a while, but, whatever, here we are. Sorry, I am just looking at my phone and ignoring all of you. What we are going to do... Okay. Just give me a second, I'm just pulling up some shit. I'm not drinking or smoking this time around because I still need to do some cardio later. But I don't know about you guys, but living in California, 7-Eleven is kind of it's a staple of life, right? And I like going there every once in a while. Well, you have to, right? convenience stores you have to go to every once in a while, just because if I have to explain it to you, you don't belong in society. I don't know what else to tell you. Oh, and it looks like we the blurry issue on our camera. I'm still getting a little bit of a glitch. You can see it kind of bad, but you know what? That's just what you get. I'm doing this all myself. I'm not a trained AV specialist or anything like that. But this is the best it's been in a little while. So, you know what? Just fucking deal with it. The fuck was I gonna say? Yeah, 7-Eleven. There's always some weird shit. And today I found these guys, Rancheritos. El mero sabor ranchero. This this is some small time brand shit. I'm guessing it's like spicy. Yeah, some kind of spicy chips. It's not even... This entire bag is literally all in Spanish. Everything is. Let's see. Oh, yeah. It's like a nice barbecue. Yeah, it's like a spicy barbecue. That's not bad. Little ASMR crunch for you. Maybe I should do ASMR. Maybe they'll give me some a little more views or listens. Like, now we're going to eat the rancheritos. Buenos rancheritos. Whatever. Let me get one more in. What we are going to do today is a little post-apocalypse. Alright. Let's see. I got some, got at least one old one here. Title is, Study on Harvard finds 43% of white students are legacy athletes related to donors or staff. Which is, that's a fair amount. Now, I don't know what the actual number of, quote-unquote white students is in Harvard. But this is, so that's basically close to half. Which, for those of you who don't know, well, if you're legacy, it's easier to get in to college. I went to the college I went to was the quote unquote Ivy League of the Midwest, whatever the fuck that means. I mean, it was decent. It was like mostly a pre-med school, so there you go. But anyways, the point is, if you're legacy, that means that one or more of your family, close family or something like that, went to the school. So it's easier to get in, especially if, said family happened to be rich. It's just the way it is. Athletes obviously are under scholarship, so they don't have to pay as much. And I'm not sure what the situation here is, but if you have if one of your parents is a staff member of the school, like a teacher or, just whoever works there or whatever that is. And at least in the school that I went to, you didn't have to pay tuition at all. It was free. So long as your family was employed there. Now, tuition being, whatchamacallit, that's really just you're paying for the classes and the teacher's fees. Or I guess I should say salaries, and maybe some other programs as well in there, but that never includes housing or any of the stuff like that, because that's, obviously separate. And of course, if you don't live on campus later on, then you're definitely not. That's not being covered by the school. That's your own problem. Kind of like you listen to me eat my Rancheritos chips is also your problem. It's not my problem, because if you're already listening, I'm glad you're here, but you get what you get. I should also note that I think it was Harvard. It was either Harvard or Yale was doing the whole thing where they were actually making it so that it was harder for like Asian students to get in, because apparently they were having like too many, and they were outshining or outstripping everybody else grade wise. Which whatever. All right, next. This one's from BBC, which is interesting. This was kind of funny. U.S. Supreme Court rules half of Oklahoma, the state of Oklahoma, is Native American land. Let's see. I'll read into a little bit more. The U.S. Supreme Court has ruled about half of Oklahoma belongs to Native Americans, in a landmark case that also quashed a child rape conviction. Wait, what? The fuck? You know what? I'll let you guys read it on your own. I'll post the link, explanations here, because I'm sure the last thing you want to do is listen to me or read something in my own head. Also, while I'm not currently monetized, I'm sure that me just reading an article verbatim would probably violate some, whatevers. I'm not fucking doing it. You do it. Do your own work. Okay. Let's see. Do I want to include this one, or is this just for me? Oh, you know what? I'll put this one up here. How to make money from home if you're a musician in 2020. So, this one does kind of affect me a little bit, because before I started doing, or tried doing podcasts, I had thought about, trying to make like a little bit of electronic music. I got the idea, from working at my old venue, which, I'm still crossing my fingers, opens up again sometime within the next 12 months or so. Especially now that the big employment stimulus is running out pretty soon here. Which isn't too bad for me, because I did figure out how to make more money, as I've already told you guys, but for a lot of people that's pretty bad. And now here's the thing about the entertainment industry is, it's easy to say, like, oh, why don't you just go find another job? Well, the thing that a lot of those kind of people don't understand is that, yes, technically entertainment is not like a necessity, right? It's not the same as, in the way that, a food industry or water treatment, sanitation, whatever other civil services, right? But entertainment is what separates, or it's what elevates a culture, basically, and a nation in our case. And also, all the different aspects of the entertainment industry, be it from, comedy, live music, movies and TV, these fields, especially in a situation where you have competing businesses is the word I want to say. Businesses, venues, all this shit employs thousands and thousands of people across the U.S., even in areas that don't really have a lot of entertainment, like, maybe like some towns have like, some theaters that are only used every once in a while, but that's still employment, even if it's part-time to full-time. And then, of course, not including all the periphery businesses like, entertainment lawyers and, union crews for, stage and set design and building and all that shit. And I'm burping off my ass here. There's a lot of people involved. And these, without any can't talk. I'll grow up one of these days. Maybe I'll get out of puberty someday, and I'll be able to form proper words in English. For now, I'm just going to get another chip in and continue. What I meant to say is that these industries, like I said, they employ thousands of people, and they allow people to have jobs and create an income in ways that other quote-unquote more necessary services and industries aren't providing. I mean, here living in Los Angeles alone, with a lot of, with all live entertainment and, TV and stuff mostly being shut down and people not being able to work, that's like half of the city. Talking millions of people. Or at least hundreds. It's a lot. And I mean a lot. And the other industries just don't, there's nothing there to pick up that these people can even pick up. And, it just, well, anyways, we're in a bad spot. So, hopefully things start coming back. We could have been on track, but, because people don't want to follow the viral COVID guidelines, we're kind of back to square 1.5. But anyways, if you got some talent, check out this article. Maybe it'll help you figure out a way to make a little bit of scratch on the side. I've been thinking about my goals, as most people have. I figured it out. It's going to be a house, pretty much. I want a house. Nice, decent-sized house here in LA somewhere. Doesn't have to be, right in the middle of Hollywood or West Hollywood, but I don't want to be, too secluded either, if you know what I mean, right? And I also don't want to be in, central LA, because, that's all just fucking gated up and shit. And not the good kind of gates, like you have the nice fancy buildings and then, the metal fences that were obviously, dug in and put up during the 80s and 90s and that kind of thing, which is, just kind of a sad history. But I wouldn't be surprised if more in the U.S. now are going to start looking like that as well. And you already know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to get into, the black riots and anti-police riots and all that kind of bullshit. Plus, a lot of that stuff happened, while my back was all fucked up. So I kind of already missed the beat on a lot of that stuff. But I'm hardly the only podcast either. I'm sure there's plenty of other people who've already talked about it, so we're not going to worry about it too much. Although, I mean, technically you should worry about it because, it, you know, especially it might pertain to your life. I mean, I have a friend of a friend, actually, who lives in Minneapolis and was actually in that neighborhood that all the shit was going on down there in Minneapolis. Not the George Floyd murder, but, like, the ensuing protests and riots and all of that stuff. And he's also it's been interesting because he's been, you know, constantly posting. He's a little off the deep end when it comes to you know, anti-fascism and, you know, leftist stuff, but I can't really fault the guy because, you know, he's trying to help. He's now dealing with there's a whole large homeless camp that's in his kind of neighborhood that's basically taken over one of the parks, and, you know, now it's reporting and dealing. I mean, he's been in, you know, a lot of marches now, and he is what's he dealing with? So apparently the park that this homeless encampment's has gone up because they were already chased out of some other area, and so I guess the people who own a park also own a hotel next door who were supposedly offering to put up homeless residents, but apparently they're not actually doing that, and they, like, immediately kicked out everybody and just kind of forced them out, and, you know, that whole slew of things. But anyways, he's done his own little, you know, personal investigations and stuff, and yeah, he got roughed up by hotel security here and there. And apparently, you know, those owners are getting ready to push out, you know, everybody in the park even further away. You know, they're basically just kicking the can down the street and they're not solving anything, which is unfortunate. And I mean, you know, personally, I'm not really sure what exactly can be done. All I can say is hopefully the right thing, and by right thing, I mean, you know, in a humane fashion, not in... I mean, you know, I think it goes without saying that human rights come before property rights, but I mean, okay, next, this one's definitely old. Yeah, this is from July 8th. Kanye selects Joel Osteen as running mate. I don't need to tell you how batshit crazy that whole idea is. Which, it's no surprise because it turns out that Kanye is batshit crazy, but I think that was pretty apparent pretty early on. And, yeah. I'm sure that idea fell by the wayside almost immediately as well. But you can look it up for yourselves. Do your own work. Next. Bartender explains why he swiftly kicks out Nazis even if they're not bothering anybody. And basically the article kind of goes in a little bit into like the punk scene, especially in the 80s, who they had a huge white supremacist problem and skinhead problem. And this article kind of goes... It kind of, well, not kind of, it goes into the idea of being intolerant of intolerance. And basically, you know, just not just cutting off these groups early, immediately, right away. And, you know, unfortunately, white supremacists and Nazis and, neo-Nazis are, you know, a real problem that we're having here in the United States, which is, well, I don't want to say hilarious, but I guess ironically hilarious, because, you know, every like every white supremacy group usually touts some sort of, you know, Confederate and or Nazi paraphernalia. Both society or cultures and civilizations that we, the United States, destroyed, basically. Got a little chip in my throat. I suppose that's what it deserves. What I deserves. What all it deserves. I do. For talking while eating. But that's what you get. Ooh. That was... Okay. Just trying to figure... I'm still trying to figure out what makes the camera glitch. I know I don't use the ring light on this thing anymore. But, anyways, yeah. Confederates and Nazis, the U.S. had a major hand in destroying, especially the Confederates, who, you know, aside from being racist, you know, they were also traitors. So, and what's even funnier is that the Confederacy only lasted for like, 5 years? Or something ridiculously small like that. Which means, you know, things like, I don't know, civil rights and gay marriage have been around longer than the Confederacy ever was. It wasn't even like a real flag that was used during the Confederacy. Like, at all. Maybe that whole design was like a portion of one general's battle flag in the Confederacy. And the rest were all different because the whole point of the Confederacy was that each state that was in it was supposed to become its own sovereign country, so to speak. So everybody had different flags and everybody had different ideas about what to do. And it's just all bullshit, right? And they got their ass kicked. Because of course they did. More chips. So, don't let white supremacists into your venues. Or your homes. Or anywhere. Alright. This one's a little bit newer and quite ridiculous. Trump administration memo explains how to spot a transgender woman. Why do you need to know this at all? Now, here maybe this is kind of like a divisively worded article, because the description kind of talks about, you know, homeless shelters to help identify, you know, the people that are using their services. But it literally specifically says that the memo is to find suspected trans women. You can't... Gender is not something that you're suspected of having. It's just part of you. So, yeah, basically, you know, the memo, the title of the article might be bad language, but I mean, this whole memo situation is just bad language. And hopefully it's not, I don't know. It's bullshit. Everything's bullshit. And these last two articles, not really interested. So that is basically it for now. Let me get rid of these before I... Yep. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for now. Let's get some more chips in. These are really nice. I like these. It's kind of like when you go to get like some wings or something like that. sometimes you don't want spicy. You just want something that tastes good. It's basically just like, it's just barbecue with a little bit of zip to it. It's not bad. 0 gram grasas trans. That's trans fats. Elaborado con maíz. So these are corn chips. I don't know what a meros is. Oh, what is the brand? Do you guys remember what this brand is with the smiley face? I don't. I know I think it's a Mexican brand, but I don't know. Hashtag Rancheritos. And with that, I say hasta luego. What do you do? What I'm doing is, I'm drinking up a little bit. I'm waiting for my edible to kick in, which probably won't happen while I'm here, while we're here together. But, yeah. Another show on the books. Hope you guys enjoy. Even if it's just, some background noise in your daily lives. That's all we can really ask for, right? Hopefully one of these days I'll get more notice. I'm the one doing all the fucking work. There's no yeah, whatever. There's no we. Or just me in this case. Me and y'all. So, I hope y'all have a good time listening to me and are having maybe not so much a good time, but just having a good sleep, apparently. Fuck. Just having a good go at life. So not having too many problems and shit like that. And I'm rambling now, so I'm gonna go. Have a good night, have a good week, yada yada yada. Like and subscribe. Find me on Instagram, jankity.ass.podcast, and the Jankity Ass Podcast on YouTube. Constantly putting these up every week. Barring, obvious personal problems, but, hopefully that won't be happening again. I've taken more precautions. Physical precautions with myself, and I wonder. Next time I'm going. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this right now. Let us. Okay, that's not. How the fuck? Oh, there we go. No. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. For those of you that are just listening, I have rearranged my mic so it's not in the middle of the fucking screen this time. That might be a little bit too loud. There we go. There we go. Yeah, since I can't use my ring light on this thing anymore, it's been, this thing shadows my face a lot. But, alright, whatever. You guys don't care about, that kind of technical bullshit. So, I'm gonna let you go.